Good morning, classmates. This is Lauren Jensen, and I'm here to present page 286, number 13, which is my beloved icosahedron. So number 13 reads, take your toothpick or straw model of an icosahedron and place it on the table. Now prop it up so that only one edge is resting on the table and locate the golden rectangle spanning the edge on the table and the top edge. Locate the pair of vertical edges that form two sides of the golden rectangle. Then locate a pair of horizontal edges halfway up from the table to the top edge that form two sides of a golden rectangle. If you are dexterous, which I am not, carefully weave pieces of string to construct those three golden rectangles. Measure the base and height of one of those rectangles, and then divide the height into the base and see how it compares to the golden ratio. Well, I built my beloved icosahedron many weeks ago, and there she is in all her glory. Not a very good job, but it's pretty hard to hold 20 faces of popsicle stick triangles together. So she is orientated as the problem stated, and you can see the green yarn. Thanks, Mom, for the yarn. So the green yarn is here. I have, which you cannot see, but you can just see the edge here, is white yarn. And then back here we have the yellow yarn. So they're not very easy to see. So obviously this is not a perfect icosahedron. So I did what the directions said, which was to measure the base and the height. And I measured all three and took the average, and what I found was that the length was 19 centimeters and the width was 11, which I divided, and no, I did not get phi. I got 1.72. So my thoughts were to build another icosahedron, but I was running out of time. So I went on the web and I found this image. So I put this image in my software and established these points. I did not label them, sorry, and found out that this length was 8.21 centimeters and this length was 14.2 centimeters. Took the ratio of the length over the width, and that equaled 1.72. So still not achieving the golden rectangle ratio, I proceeded to go farther. So I studied the model, and since we had to do, I believe, slicing of the vertices for number 19, I thought, what if we took a plane and sliced right and took the top pentagon off of our icosahedron. So I pretend there's a plane running through here so that the border is, the boundary cut is a pentagon A, B, C, D, E, which I've outlined in magenta here. And we're going to set the edge length, of course, is 1 unit, which we were given originally in the problem. And we also know, and I'm going to concentrate on the dark green rectangle for this purpose. And we know that it makes up one of the edges of the icosahedron, so DF is also 1 unit. So let's see if I've got everything for this part. Yep, I'm good there. So then what I did is I took the magenta pentagon, regular pentagon, off the icosahedron, and I just made us a simpler view. So I have the magenta pentagon, regular pentagon, A, B, C, D, E, and I have the green edge of BD, this edge up here, which is the length of the golden rectangle. So I'd done this part before, but I wanted to do it again so we can establish that this is a regular pentagon because it's from the Platonic solid, the icosahedron, which is made up of regular pentagons, and from our interior angle formula, we know that 5 minus 2 times 180 divided by 5 gives us an internal angle here, which I have not written on here, but it's in my calculations of 108 degrees. So to find length BD, I use the law of cosines. So 1 squared plus 1 squared minus 2 times 1 times 1 times cosine of 108 simplifies to the square root of 2 minus 2 cosine 108. And lo and behold, I finally got this to work out, and I got 1.618, which is phi. So that shows that BD is the approximate length of phi, and which we know is 1 plus root 5 all over 2. Therefore, the rectangle going back up here has side DF is 1 unit, and its length BD is 1.618. So therefore, I can conclude that all three rectangles in the icosahedron are in fact golden rectangles. So this is my last presentation. It's been a joy and a pleasure. Thank you and have a good day.